Well, we have all made mistakes at work, but when the police make a mistake, that might help get your DUI dismissed. And we defense attorneys, we are trained to sniff out this sort of thing. The more mistakes we find, the better your case goes. It's just that simple. It's a beautiful thing. I know you like it. I like it. I want to dive in with you to the top 2 mistakes that the police make that could lead to your DUI getting dismissed. Now, my favorite and the most common, but it's complex, and I'm going to try to go over it with you, is when the officer did not have a legal reason to stop you. This is a nuanced situation. I mean, the police are just looking for any reason they can find to stop a car after the bars close, after 2 a.m. Somebody's leaving the club. We get that. We know that's coming. But there are lots of legal reasons that they can find to stop you. But when we review the circumstances later, it turns out a lot of times the officer had no right to make that stop. And then if that happens, the whole DUI goes away. I want to give you an example. Okay, we know the police can stop you and give you a citation for failing to use a turn signal. You got to use your blinker when you're changing lanes. We all know that. I don't do it as much as I should, but I can get a citation for that. Florida law is a little nuanced on this because a lot of times if your infraction doesn't affect other traffic, then you shouldn't be pulled over. I'm oversimplifying this, but look, if you're not causing a safety issue for other traffic, then the cops have no business bothering you. So if your DUI started out, for example, with failing to use a blinker when you change lanes, and we can show that no other car was on the road, nobody else was affected, then the officer shouldn't have stopped you, even though you didn't use your blinker. And that DUI should be thrown out. Technically, we attorneys would file something called a motion to suppress. This piece of paper, many pages, points out to the judge that the officer did not make a lawful stop. And if the judge agrees, your DUI is going to be thrown out. Now, next to problems that the police have in stopping your car, their next big mistake in a DUI involves field sobriety tests. Many officers simply do not administer these tests properly, and there's a lot of reasons for that. They may not give the instructions properly. They may have problems with the area. There may be problems with the area where the test was conducted, problems with the qualifying questions they're asked prior to starting the test, problems interpreting the results. I mean, there are issues everywhere on this sort of thing. So we see a lot of mistakes on these tests, and if the mistakes are bad enough, we're going to file motions and have the judge throw the test out of court. So the good news is these tests might be the only thing that the state can really tell the jury, yeah, this person was impaired. Look at how they performed on this test. So kicking out this test is a big deal. Could get your DUI thrown out or at least reduced to something less painful. So we want to try to do that when those mistakes are made. And once again, I know I've oversimplified things. DUI cases are pretty complex misdemeanors, believe it or not. There are plenty of problem areas on DUI. So if you're accused of a DUI in my backyard, that's Central Florida. And that means Orange County, Seminole, Osceola, Lake, Brevard, Polk, Volusia. I hope that you'll give my office a call. Let's see if we can help you through this. Thanks for watching and take care.